Today, we're breaking down how Elon Musk became one of the richest and definitely one of the most unpredictable billionaires on the planet. Spoiler alert, it involves risk, drama, wild ideas, and more plot twists than a Netflix thriller. Elon Musk was born in 1971 in South Africa. As a kid, he was that quiet, super smart type, always reading, coding, and probably correcting his teachers. At just 12 years old, he created a video game and sold it for $500. Not bad for middle school. Later, he moved to Canada, then the US, and studied physics and economics at the University of Pennsylvania. Why both? Because apparently sleep is optional when you're Elon Musk. But here's where it gets interesting. In the 90s, while the rest of us were struggling with dial-up internet, Elon realized the web was going to be huge, and he wanted in. So he started Zip2 with his brother Kimball. It was basically a digital phone book with maps, kind of like Google Maps before Google Maps. 4 years later, Compaq buys Zip2 for $307 million. Elon walks away with $22 million. What does he do with that money? Retire? Buy a yacht? Nope. He takes nearly all of it and starts an online banking company called X.com. This was during the dot-com boom, when everyone and their dog was launching a startup. Eventually, X.com merges with another company, and they form what we now know as PayPal. Of course, this is Elon Musk, so drama follows. While he's on vacation, the board replaces him as CEO. Tough break. But when PayPal sells to eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion, Elon gets $180 million. This is where most people would just chill. But Elon, he goes full supervillain genius mode. He puts $100 million into a space company, SpaceX. Now remember, this was before private space travel was cool. People thought he was out of his mind. Rockets exploded, literally. But in 2008, SpaceX finally gets a rocket into orbit and lands a NASA contract. Then, in the same chaotic time period, he throws money into a tiny electric car company called Tesla. Not the founder, but he quickly becomes CEO and the face of the brand. Tesla almost went bankrupt twice. Elon had to borrow money for rent. He even split his remaining cash between SpaceX and Tesla, saying, "I could either keep the money and let both die, or try to save both." He chose chaos, and it worked. Tesla eventually took off, especially after the Model 3. Investors started believing. The stock went vertical, and Elon's net worth straight to the moon. By 2020, he was adding billions to his net worth weekly. Tesla stock exploded. SpaceX hit massive valuations, and suddenly, Elon was battling Jeff Bezos for the richest person title. But he didn't stop there. He launched Neuralink to connect your brain to computers. He started the Boring Company to dig tunnels under cities. Then he bought Twitter for fun, and chaos ensued. Today, Elon Musk's net worth hovers around $200 billion, depending on Tesla's stock price and what planet he's tweeting from. But here's the thing. Musk didn't get rich from inheritance or playing it safe. He bet everything, multiple times, on ideas that sounded impossible. So, love him or hate him, one thing's for sure. Elon Musk plays the game differently, and somehow he keeps winning. If you like this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and let me know who should we cover next.